Alright, let's be honest. You didn't click this video because you're crushing your to-do list. No, you probably clicked it while avoiding something important. Homework, work report, gym, cleaning that chair in your room that now functions as a laundry mountain. Here's the funny part. Stopping procrastination isn't as complicated as productivity gurus make it sound. It's not about buying a $50 planner or waking up at 4:30 a.m. It's actually ridiculously simple. And today, I'll show you exactly how. But first, let me tell you something you probably don't know. Procrastination isn't laziness. It's a brain glitch. And once you understand it, you'll see how to hack it. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at procrastination the same way again.
You see, procrastination is just your brain trying to avoid discomfort. That's it. Simple. When you think of writing that report, your brain whispers, "Ugh, that sounds boring. Let's just watch one video, or 20. It's not that you can't do the task, it's that your brain is running away from the feeling of starting. Psychologists call this task aversion. We don't procrastinate because the task is impossible. We procrastinate because it feels uncomfortable. Think about it. Have you ever put off answering an email for a week, and when you finally did it, it took 45 seconds? That's procrastination in a nutshell. You spend more time suffering in your head than actually doing the thing.
So, how do you beat procrastination?
Here's the big secret. You don't need to finish the whole task. You just need to start. That's it. Sounds too easy, right? But it works because once you start, momentum takes over. This is called the activation energy principle. The hardest part isn't doing the task, it's starting the task. For example, let's say you need to go for a run. Don't focus on the run. Just focus on putting your shoes on. Once the shoes are on, your brain goes, well, we might as well step outside. Before you know it, you're running. Need to write an essay? Don't say, I'm going to write 2,000 words. Just tell yourself, I'll write one sentence. 9 times out of 10, you'll write way more than that. It's like tricking your brain into action. And trust me, your brain falls for it every time.
I used this trick myself last week. I had a pile of laundry staring me down like it was auditioning for a horror movie. I kept avoiding it. Finally, I told myself, fine, I'll fold just one t-shirt. Guess what? One t-shirt turned into the whole pile. Why? Because starting removes the weight of resistance. Same thing happened with this script, by the way. I procrastinated writing it. Then I said, okay, I'll just write the first line. And now look, you're watching me talk for several minutes. So if you're watching this video to avoid your to-do list, congratulations, you're already proving how procrastination works. Now, let's flip it. Here's the cool part. Neuroscience actually backs this up. When you procrastinate, your brain's limbic system, the emotional part, takes control. It screams, danger, boring task ahead. But when you take that tiny first step, your prefrontal cortex, the logical, planning part of your brain, wakes up and says, relax, we've got this. That's why momentum matters. It literally shifts control from the emotional brain to the logical brain. And once that switch happens, you feel in control again. So stopping procrastination isn't about discipline or willpower or forcing yourself. It's about lowering the bar so ridiculously low that starting feels effortless. Here are 3 ridiculously simple things you can try today. The 2-minute rule. Tell yourself, I'll do this for just 2 minutes. Often, you'll keep going. If not, at least you did 2 minutes, which is better than 0. The 1-step trick. Instead of planning to complete the whole thing, just do the first step. Open the document, put on the shoes, wash one dish. Make the task smaller than your excuses. Break it down until it's laughably easy. Instead of study for exam, make it open the book. Your brain can't argue with that. Remember, procrastination thrives on making tasks feel huge. Kill it by making them tiny. So here's the takeaway.
Stopping procrastination is ridiculously simple. You don't need to change who you are or become some productivity robot. You just need to start small. Open the book, write one line, wash one plate, and the magic happens from there. The truth is, the more you practice this, the less power procrastination has over you. You'll realize that, most of the time, the monster you're avoiding is just a shadow. So, what's the one tiny step you can take right now? Seriously, pause this video and do it. I'll be here when you're done. And hey, if this helped you, make sure to hit subscribe, because we're just getting started, and in the next videos, we'll dive even deeper into the psychology behind why we do what we do, and how to outsmart ourselves for the better. Remember, procrastination isn't a life sentence. It's just a brain habit. And habits can be changed ridiculously easily.